A top for $3, it was $15. And pants for $3, they were $15. So $6 instead of $30. Pretty good. And for lunch, our 2 chicken fajitas with Monterey Jack, pepper jack cheese. Okay, ladies and germs, these are 3 back teeth in my lower left. This one had a big old crown on it. And the dentist knew that there was a little bit of a, he could see this part down at the bottom of a cavity. But he didn't know to the extent of what it was till the crown came off. He was going to just replace the crown, but it's eaten away with cavity, almost to the nerve, just about. And this side is starting to get like a big rotten spot. And look, that's going to be a real fun to get out, isn't it? Ha ha ha. I went to the dentist today, and what happened? Well, he does down here. And what I just showed you on that x-ray picture. And he numbed me up 3 different times. It feels numb, a little numb now, but it really didn't then. And I started getting real shaky. And the doctor told the nurse, or the doctor told the assistant, get the blood pressure thing. My blood pressure was 71/65. Kind of low compared to what it has been. And the doctor looked worried, and he said, get her some water to drink, which brought up it to enough that he could continue working. He said, I would keep track of that for a few days and let your doctor know. I told him that the doctor had doubled the medication. Maybe I just need 1.5. I don't know. Well, I was wondering why I was feeling kind of woozy and like I was tripping for the last few days. Like you lay down and your head starts going, ooh, yeah. And for some reason, I've been thinking a lot about people and things of the past. Dumb things I've done, things that happened, people that were a thorn in my side. But then I started thinking, when I was driving down there, I had Trey Anastasio music playing in the car, which is like Fish. And I don't know, it just kind of takes me back to a cooler time. And I started feeling kind of horny. Weird. And when the doctor I said I was shaking, and he grabbed my wrist, and he gently held my hand, and I'm like, this is not good, Shirley. I was seeing my pulse, and my pulse was okay. And then after each shot of Novocaine he put in there, I felt hornier and hornier. It's like, wait a minute, are you using the right stuff for pain? I told him a joke, which I'm going to tell tomorrow for Whoop Whoop Wednesday. He thought it was funny. So he worked for a little while on it. I had sinus drainage, and I choked a few times, and I had to sit up, and I apologized constantly through the whole thing. And he looked really worried. He said, well, if we put a crown on that, then we're going to have to take it off because that's going to get to the nerve and blah, blah, blah. You'll need a root canal. He says, you didn't really want to do that. And I said, no, just yoink it. Just take it. And he said, well, I'm afraid that if this 3 things of Novocaine didn't affect you much, you should see an oral surgeon. In other words, they sedate you, put you to sleep, or partially to sleep. That's scheduled for next Tuesday at 1:30 in the afternoon. Now, I don't know if there are procedure precautions or things I need to do or whatever. You know, I'm willing to sit in the car in the parking lot for several hours afterwards if I have to. I don't think it's something you need someone to take you home in. But it's only about 6 blocks from where the dentist office is. And I checked out the car situation at AutoZone. They weren't busy. And the guys were older and they looked like they knew what they were doing. So I said, do you have one of those, do you use the code reader? So he said, yeah. So he popped it in the car and he got the code. We went inside, typed it in his computer, and basically it's a sensor. He said it could be a tiny leak, but chances are it's just a sensor. You just need to pluck that one out and put a new one in, if you can figure out where it is. And the parts and everything, and walking out the door price, he said, is about $45 for the part. It's 42 something, but with tax and all that, it's 45. And he, I seem pretty sure of myself, so he kind of looked at me like, and I said, well, that's good, because he said if you know where to look, or you could have someone put it in. And I said, well, if it's not too hard, I could put it in. I just put my son's the EG, whatever, sensor in his. That was easy. So, I don't know. It all depends on whether or not I want to go through with that and do all that crap, and where it is. Is it hard to get to? Can I do it? If it's not going to be worth the bother, I better start looking at stats on newer cars. Maybe more efficient on gas cars. I don't know. We'll see. I had the windows open. It's that cool today when I'm driving on the highway, like 65, 70. So I had like 270 air conditioning, 2 windows at 70 miles an hour. Yeah. And it was nice. Real nice. Well, I'm going to eat this here. I'm going to wash the clothes that I got from Wally World. And what else am I going to do? I have supper set up already in the fridge. So all I have to do is pluck it out and eat it. But this place does need vacuumed. It does need cleaned a bit. And I do need to do some stuff. And film and write scripts and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do the rest of the day. It's 1:30 now. What you doing there, kitten? Do you want to see him? Says, hi, Toby. Hi, Toby. Aw. He's a good boy. So far. Found him sitting on the other side of the door. I put a barrier up so he couldn't be against the door. And when I came in, I heard Clover. She's right at the door. So they must have been talking to each other or smelling each other or something. You and your girlfriend. Well, tomorrow's Whoop Whoop Wednesday, and I will have a joke for you. Upward and onward. Takes. Take it out, please. Things dentists say. Open wide. Oh, keep your head right there. You can close your mouth now. I think we've got it. Mm-hmm.